Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the L.A. Chargers taking on the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Home to try.
They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Sliding out of the pocket. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
Here we go, check.
Now a late signing let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen.
Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen. 37 yards.
And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Shifts by him, finding space at the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
This 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Wilson. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
60 Wildcat, 60 Wildcat.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
19 tight.
On 2nd down, Wilson.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Crowd right.
Now a give running left is Eckler.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Run.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Go Lion, 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 Lion. Ready?
They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
5-9, 5-9.
Eckler. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Track 60. Stop low 18. Go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go play action now. Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Cook is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Chargers 17, Jets 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set. 380. Straight up. Set.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before break. Herbert being chased out, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 1st time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And the Jets will take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
The trade to Los Angeles didn't faze Mack, who had 8 sacks and made his 7th Pro Bowl in his first year back on the West Coast. He remains a productive player off the edge as he approaches 100 career sacks in the NFL.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here for Davis. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They run it again with Cook. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They run the counter with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one again complete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3-and-out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
116 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cook running right to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Let's go.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Again, it's Cook. Oh, good move. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. First some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Hardman to return.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 170 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
In motion right, that's Hardman. A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Jets will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Steps away.
Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are right back in this football game. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And Eckler's going to pick up a Chargers 1st down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
He's brought down at the 34. Calling a gain of 4.
Man, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Again, Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Here's second and a yard. Throwing, Herbert.
Out to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, 15 yards. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
And there's a little bit of a case of back to the future because Justin Herbert as a rookie, 5 rushing touchdowns, 3 in 2021, and none last year. I think that speaks to his development as a pocket passer and trusting his receivers more and more. But in this case, trusted himself and found the end zone.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. 90 ticks to go. Still time, but they need this onside kick. And the Jets have got it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Herbert. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. First and 10.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Herbert to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. This is 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Jets,